and Rogue's not afraid to go to that gentleman's game again. He's been trying to do it every single game so far.
So obviously, Moonlight Madness few features here is a 2-player map. So obviously, right off the bat, you know exactly where your opponent is. Of course, in ZVZ, as we've seen in this series many times, you can do the gentleman's agreement, go hatch first, or you can go straight for cheese. And it's easier when you know exactly where your opponent is, as obvious.
To be honest, I think we're not going to see that kind of cheese anymore from Hydra.
I'm actually fully expecting Hydra to go back to the Game 1 style. Or just playing straight up, maybe dropping that pull first and getting that hatchery shortly afterwards and trying to get into the mid-game a little bit, as he looked so strong in it.
He looked fantastic in it, and I mean, Rogue is not going to have any of it. He's going to be safe once again, I'm sure of it.
And one thing we have seen in the past is the player that keeps getting cheesed all of a sudden turns it back around.
That's right. Well,
we'll have to see.
Let's have a look in game number 4 here.
All right, in the bottom left here. Currently down in this series. He's got to win the next 2 if he wants to win this series. It is Hydra from Root Gaming. Still with plenty of fans out there. I'm sure you guys all want to see it go to 2-2. I do too. And then it's up right here from Junior Green Wings. This is Rogue. He's 1 game away from breaking his round of 8 curse in Premier tournaments.
And what a tournament to do it in. The most premier of them all.
I would even argue to say that is the only tournament that he should be doing it in, because there is a lot of money here.
Everything else is experience until you get to this stage.
That's right.
Where the real money is and all that glory.
And instantly, getting into this game, we see it as 13 supply apiece, and I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah, we're going to see a nice macro game from this. I'm looking forward to some Roach's headbutting. That's
headbutting.
I never use that term. I was trying to copy it from you.
The Roach headbutt, yeah. It's a term I like to use.
Man.
We see a lot of ZVZs in our scene in the world.
And look at that. Still keeping it safe there, Rogue. Little rattled, perhaps, the style from Hydra. Even though he has a game to burn, essentially, he's going to play it ultra safe for now. Just play that macro game from that 15 pool.
And Hydra turning it around, going for a slight edge here for the Econ, going for that hatch first.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't disagree with that choice, considering what he's seen from Rogue every single game so far in this in the series. You know, he's not going for any sort of early aggression.
That's right, prepared nerds here. So we will have a, see what the players' plans are as the tech drops down. We'll be seeing Evo Chamber, Roach Worm. We'll be seeing speed again from Rogue. Will he be going for that muta play style that he did in the first game? I think that the muta playstyle actually is relatively decent on this map in ZVZ.
I'd favor it far more on this map than Bridgehead, that's for sure. You got a little bit more space to work with and a lot of dead air all around the map.
Yeah, dead space makes it a little bit easier for those air units. You see both players scouting and breathing a sigh of relief as they see that that natural hatchery being made there.
Well, let's see exactly how it unfolds from here. The gas is being mined now. And that's really where it comes down to. I got to say, from all the games I've seen from Hydra in recent times, he doesn't really like to go the muta style often. He really likes to go for those early roaches more than anything else, which makes a lot of sense. And I'm sure this is something that Rogue has researched and noted as well.
Yeah, it does seem more common to just go for that roach style and then kick it up into Hydras a little bit later on in the game. Maybe dust in Infestors if you need to. But yeah, I see a lot of roaches versus roach in ZVZ. And it's cool to see actually 2 styles collide. I love it when 2 players go for roach or go for a different style. And there's plenty of viable options in ZVZ, which is really nice to see.
Yeah, you got a bunch of different options early on, a lot of different compositions. It generally will steer towards that Roach Hydra Infestor style in the mid to late game, but before then you can have a lot of fun with mutas. I wouldn't even be surprised if both players do go for the muta style in this map, because it is so much harder to kind of defend against them when all bases are so spread out as well. As we see Rogue scouting across the map now with his first 2 lings, going to get an idea of exactly what Hydra has been up to.
Yep, gonna get a bit of a cheeky look here and see what's up. But there's 2 queens already there to deny that scout when the Zerglings do come down. They can easily dispatch them.
Yeah, and look at that. 220 gas already saved up for Hydra. Not investing in any sort of Zergling speed early. Not going for that early lair just yet, but I'm getting that impression that we're going to see his Roach style again. Yeah, it does certainly seem to be banking it up, and he is actually doing the exact same thing as game number 1, getting that the 10 drones out. Actually, he's getting speed this time. It's a little bit different than game 1. Right, I stand corrected. Well, didn't get the scout into the main, didn't see the juicy tech area, didn't see that, no fast lair or anything like that. And Rogue, in fact, is going for the lair of the Bailing Nest, and it's definitely looking like he might be dropping those 3 extra gases soon.
and going for that mute style once again.
Yeah, I'm getting that impression as well. You know, just kind of stick to it, and I think it's probably the best choice for him. He did it well last time. He just got it a little too late. And, well, this time with his Ling speed on the way for Hydra, I'm wondering exactly what he's got planned. Perhaps going to go for a massive Ling attack behind this and really try and surprise Rogue before he has any sort of defenses.
He may be trying to tell him that he's going Roach while massing Lings in his main. I mean, you know, going for the big speedling flood, because he is actually making 16 Lings right now.
Yeah, there we
they
go.
are all rallied to the mains.
Even faking a +1. Let's see if he'll keep with that, but, you know, it's very, very smart. Kind of really selling it at this point. So
he's making Roaches as well.
Out of nowhere.
It isn't a fake. He's actually just making so many units that it's just insane.
All right. Okay. Well, let's see when that Bailing Nest comes down next then, because it could just simply be that Ling Bane Roach style. 12 Roaches on the way this early on. And Roach really has no idea until now.
He's seen all the Lings there, and now Hydra has been triggered. He has to go.
He has to go now. A ton of Spines are going to be going down to defend this Spire, and a lot of Banelings, I'm sure, are going to be on the way as well.
Absolutely, he's got to drop that static defense, everything he can get, because he doesn't have the army supply to deal with this. Rogue is 13 army supply versus the 48 of Hydra. A nice Baneling connection could spell the end of this aggression, though. It's so close.
It's so close. He's really playing with fire in here. There's no real point of doing it either. I mean, he's going to try and get rid of these Banelings, but so long as Rogue babysits them, it shouldn't really happen.
He got one there. He's trying to pick off another, just trading one Ling at a time. And here come the big boys. The Roaches are coming up the front door, just in time for the Spine Crawlers to finish.
Oh, man. Here comes some more Banelings as well. That's a lot of Roaches, though.
Yeah, that's so many Roaches here from Hydra. Rogue really desperately trying to clamber defense here. The Banelings want to find that juicy cluster of Lings, but haven't quite got there yet. Oh, that was so close. The Lings are going to start to flood in now. The Banelings are gone. And the static defense is starting to drop a little bit here.
Actually skipping a little too much on the Spines, but more and more Lings are coming in. Maybe he actually has enough as we see more hatch.
Yeah. And he's remaking the Banelings there on the ramp just in case there's a run by. Great spot to make them. Re-putting the Spine Pole in a much better spot. The Queen's still untouched, and he is going to clean it up and fight it back. And now Rogue has a whole bunch of Zerglings, and he can make his mutas as well if he wanted. But he could actually go for any kind of counterattack if he wanted to.
Yeah, he could. He could even sit there and make mutas there, which would be the best choice. He's got 700 gas right now. He's trying to solidify. Maybe even get rid of this Queen, which would help out a lot. Oh, he's 2 Banelings.
Yeah, the Queen really wants those Banelings, but she does pick off one there, but has to sacrifice the greatest sacrifice she can do as a Queen.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a full energy Queen as well.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of a blunder there. Here. 4 more Banes on the way as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, letting a few in, not a bad choice for considering what is coming.
Yeah, Hydra trying to hold the flood here. That Baneling does connect with quite a few Lings there, but he has enough to hold this counterattack here from Rogue. And Hydra's actually in the main doing a bit of damage, but great defense from both players, I have to say, on both sides.
Yeah, Rogue really on point though. He's deflected everything he had to so far, and now 8 mutas are on the way. 3 out already. Going to be taking that map control and a very easy third base behind it, no doubt.
Yeah, can start picking off Overlords as well on the way. Just more of a mineral bank and more of a lava bank that Hydra needs to spend into, you know, recatching his supply. I mean, he does have a pretty nice cap at the moment.
That's right. He's getting his third base. It looks like it's been finished already. So if he can get some spores up there, he will be in a good place to kind of go into a normal macro game behind it. We see some spore crawlers on the way now. We're just too busy kind of cleaning up the map and the overlords, trying to take the control that way, instead of really going for any sort of damage in the economy-wise.
Yeah, you can do one or the other. Generally, the overlords die first and then buys you a bit of time as the reactive anti-muta player. Oh my god, the Lings are just going to get in here.
All right, well, this could do a lot of work as well.
And the one Queen goes down, another one about to go down here as well. I mean, yeah, she's being transfused, but there is a lot of DPS from these Lings, and they might actually get all of them.
Wow, this is absolutely huge damage. Losing every single Queen, that's a lot of anti-air gone. If you can get rid of the spore crawlers with these Lings as well, it's pretty much an open base, and the mutas can do whatever they want here.
And Hydra is almost finding himself in a position where he's 30 supply down, almost half the army supply. And he is just trying to remake his Queens here as Rogue is just running past these Speedlings and killing all of his macro Queens.
He's absolutely falling to bits at this point. He's even going to get the Roach Warren.
If he gets the Roach Warren, especially before Roach Speed finishes, I just think that this is going to be so hard for Hydra. No. He's put all of his upgrades and his research into that Roach tech.
He's just getting further and further behind, and he's just having the game. Rogue is just enjoying this at this point. He's having that muta micro sort of game where he just makes more and more mutas and just flies around killing stuff.
And he's getting his third very comfortably as well. He knows that Hydra really can't run by at this point. He needs to devote all of his resources to staying alive in this game. Is Rogue going to break his round of 8 curse here?
I'm getting that impression at this point. Up so far, up essentially 40 supply right now. We're seeing Roaches come out, maybe trying to buy some time, deflect these Lings, more and more Queens as well, but they're just getting picked off.
He's lost so many queens. I feel like he's lost 7 or 8 queens at this point. The queen trying to make it back to the sport crawler, but the Lings do the rest, and he's going to get another queen in the main if he right-clicks on that as well. The sky is all his. He can do whatever he wants.
He gets the spawning pool, so he can't make any units. You know, there's so many things. Look how many roaches
and he
are
has
out.
more roaches than him. Hydra, GG, Rogue has done it. He's made it to the round of 4 for the first time in his Premier history here for 2015. Sexy boy, he's made it all the way.